Good day. I'm Sandra Ko, Principal of Little President's Learning Palace. Welcome to the brief virtual LPLP orientation for school year 2020 to 2021. During this stay-home period of children, LPLP, being an early childhood school, finds it necessary to come out with a remote learning program for the little children. Why? Because the children's development process is still the same. It is still ongoing in spite of the pandemic. Their time and energy are the same, in motion, not paused. Are they still absorbing and building up themselves from what they see, hear, feel, and experience? Yes, they are. Therefore, we at LPLP finds it necessary to come out with this remote learning program. This is not only child-friendly, but is 200% family-friendly. Since parents may be occupied now, not only with their existing work, but with the added adjustments due to the pandemic. Let me illustrate on how we will do it with a simple storyboard. In a distant, peaceful place stood a grand mansion with numerous rooms filled with treasures. It was the inheritance of Joseph from his father. Joseph, with the intention to source out funds for the compounding estate tax, visited the mansion with his trusted staff. They encountered another big problem because all the keys of the mansion were nowhere to be found. Therefore, Joseph looked for a skilled locksmith to make the keys. A good friend recommended an experienced locksmith, but he could not travel to the mansion. The locksmith, determined to help Joseph, advised him to assign his trusted staff who could go to the mansion and work under the locksmith's supervision and instruction. Joseph agreed gladly. The locksmith asked the trusted staff to go back to the mansion with the camera, magnifying lens, smartphone, etc. She had to work under his distant, detailed instruction. After days of well-coordinated communication and teamwork with the trusted staff, the locksmith, without going to the mansion himself, was able to finish all the keys. The treasures were found and utilized well. Joseph was able to pay the estate taxes, and the mansion was filled with happiness and laughter. This story is an analogy of the new normal schooling situation we are facing now. The valuable mansion representing the child who is God's precious gift to the parents. The treasures representing the child's intelligences, talents, which are to be discovered and developed. Joseph representing the parents whom God entrusted the precious child. the skilled locksmith, representing the LPLP and her dedicated teachers and staff. The trusted staff, representing the caregiver, who will facilitate the LPLP remote learning program for the child at home, and whom the LPLP teacher will coordinate closely. The keys, representing the LPLP remote learning program for the child. The issue of the locksmith not being able to go to the mansion to work for the case of the locks himself, representing the new normal schooling issue. Pupils cannot go to school. Thus, teachers cannot teach face-to-face.
Remote Learning Program of School Year 2020-2021.